Hello and welcome to Tales from the Nerd. I am your host, a random nerd 2016 / Kevin, and this is my weekly podcast where I talk about the books that are coming out every Wednesday. Now, this week we're going to be talking about the books that are coming out this Wednesday, March 11th. After last week's light week, it's once again heavy. It's always heavy after a lighter week. I don't think it's going to be heavy. Well, summer is coming up, so we are going to get summer events and tie-ins. So, yay and nay. But, yeah, we're going to go move on to the first book, which is Amazing Spider... Well, before the first book, how are you doing? And what books did you pick up last week? And what books are you excited for this week? Okay, first book. Amazing Spider-Man number 41, written by Nick Spencer, art by Ryan Otley. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Spider-Man needs to know what Boomerang is up to, and he and you will finally get their answers this issue. What does it have to do with Mayor Kingpin? And who are all those eyes looking at our hero and his lousy roommate? Yep, so this is part one of a new storyline. So if you want to jump on, this is a jumping on point. This is perfect, basically. If you like this, if you pick up this issue, you're like, oh, I like this, you can pick up the trades for the book. That's all I'm going to say. I like Nick Spencer. Beginning was really good. It got sloppy a little bit, like 20 issues ago, but it's getting better now. I love the podcast with Jonah arc. That was probably a fun arc that really needed from this 29.9 stuff. But yeah, I'm excited. You're excited? Tell me in the comments below. Next up, Avengers number 32, written by Jason Aaron, art by Ed McGuinness. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Earth's mightiest villains. What do the King of Atlantis, the Lord of the Vampires, the deposed Duke of Hell, a mysterious Russian assassin, and the secret boss of Washington, D.C.'s greatest superhero team have in common? They all really hate the Avengers, and so there came a day unlike any other when Earth's mightiest villains found themselves united against a common threat. So I do believe this is part one of a new storyline, or it's another one-off. It's just a one-off issue where all the villains are teaming up. These are villains that we have seen in the background in the Avengers run, especially the villains of the heroes of DC, which is a little play on, DC and Marvel. We did get them in like an issue or two back in the Times for War of the Realms. Phil Coulson in also tie-in for War of the Realms. We've been getting Namor in the background like earlier issues. So it's kind of culminating in this like penultimate battle between villains versus heroes, which I'm very excited for. So I'm very excited. And next up, Avengers of the Wastelands number 3, written by Ed Brisson, art by Jonas Scharf. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. A full moon rises on the wastelands. The Avengers have assembled, but so has Baron Blood and his legion of vampires. The saga continues with more revelations and a surprise reappearance of a hero of the wastelands to guide the new team. Now, Avengers of the Wasteland is a sequel to Old Man Logan. Now, Avengers of the Wasteland is set after the events of Dead Man Logan, the 12-issue mini-series that happened just a couple months ago. It just ended. And basically, this is just them picking up the heroes that were shown in Dead Man Logan in this post-apocalyptic future of the Old Man universe. If you don't know Old Man Logan, basically, Logan killed every X-Men, and the heroes made a plan and demolished all the heroes of the United States. And yeah, it just each land of America was sectioned off by a villain, and yeah, things were bad, really bad for the heroes. There were no heroes, and yeah, that's the simple premise. But yeah, this is part 3 of a 5-issue miniseries. So if you're interested in it, this is like your last jumping on point before you go on and say, oh, I'll pick up issue 1, 2, and 3. And if you're not really sure, I don't want to pick up issue 3, I could pick up issue 1 and decide if you're really interested in it. And yeah, that's really all I can say. Next up, Batman and the Outsiders number 11, written by Brian Hill, art by Dexter Soy. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Black Lightning is an outsider no more. It's up to Catan to take up the reins of leadership. As things look their darkest for the team, and their new edition of Babylon has thrown the team into flux. Plus, Batman's far from thrilled with the secrets of that the Signal and Orphan are keeping from him. And this is exactly what Ra's al Ghul wants. A broken team that doesn't stand a chance against his new league and their deadliest assassin yet. So this is what I want to say part 4 of a storyline. So it's still a lot though. What Brian Hill does, from what I've seen in his work, he does pretty much long arcs, which are pretty fun. His first arc was pretty interesting. I wasn't a big fan of it. It was his first issue. It got a little bit better as it got on. I'm enjoying it. And this is not really Batman and the Outsiders. It's just Black Lightning leading a team of Batman heroes that nobody's touching. Yeah, nobody's touching. There's Orphan, Duke, Katana, Black Lightning. Yeah, Black Lightning's not in the book. Oh, he was shown in Justice League in issue 39 or 38, and that's about it. But part 4, I think the storyline's ending pretty soon. If not, it's in the middle. But if you are interested in it, pick up issue 11, 10, 9, 8, I guess, to know what's going on. Next up, Batman's Grave number 6, written by Warren Ellis, art by Kevin Nolan. And let's see. Brian Hitch. So the price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. I'm gonna turn on the brightness a little bit. This is the description of the book. The Batman is trapped in the most dangerous house in Gotham City, trying to protect Commissioner Gordon from a secret army out to kill anyone involved within the Justice team. The war on the law has only just begun. Now, this is part 6 of a 12-issue maxi series. Not miniseries. I keep saying miniseries. But yes, it's a 12-issue maxi series. So this story is going to be every year. This book gets released every month. That's easy on the wallet. When it becomes a bi-weekly book, that's when it gets more complicated. But yeah, I like it. Warren Ellis has done Batman before. I like his Batman so far. He's a detective. He's very thoughtful. He's very detective-ish. He goes into a crime scene, thinks outside the box, which you don't see much in Batman. Probably in James Tynion IV's Batman, you see that a little bit more. I love James Tynion IV's Batman, but I like this Batman too, even though it's the same Batman. But at the same time, this might be out of continuity because of the way the first issue left off. Yeah. But yeah, if you're really interested in it, pick up this with all 6 issues. If not, pick up issue 1. If not, this is your final jumping on point, because after this, you're going to get lost. Next up, Catwoman number 21, written by Jolie Jones, and art by Fernando Blanco. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. In this action-packed conclusion to the Villahermosa epic, Catwoman and Reina Creel go head-to-head, win or lose. This is a crossroads for Catwoman. Will she stay with her sister in their new home, or return to Gotham and their life and the life she hoped she had left behind? Now, yeah, this is concluding the Hermosa Villa arc, which, oh my god, it lasted pretty much a long time. The Hermosa Villa arc, Villa Hermosa arc has lasted since probably issue 1, but it moved on from different. It did go to different story arcs, but for the most part, the Villa arc has been Raina Creel is Catwoman's big bad, and she has to go through her. So, it is a conclusion of the storyline. So next issue will be the jumping on point. This is the end of this. So next issue. Next up, Flash 751, written by Joshua Williamson, art by Rafa Sandoval, and the price is $3.99. And this is a description of the book. The Flash battles Godspeed as Flash Age continues. In this issue, Paradox enlists Godspeed in his mission to erase the Flash legacy from existence. But when Godspeed's alliance comes into question, Paradox proves he may be the strongest foe Barry Allen's ever faced. Now, this is part 3 of a storyline. Now, what I want to say about this Flash, Paradox was shown at the end of Flash War. He was in that cage that was teased all the way back in issue 50. So, after issue 88, we got the origin of Paradox, which was very cool. And then we got the big anniversary issue of Flash, which was 750. And now we're going to this. Now, it's all one story that's leading up to this foe of Paradox, who's messing with Barry's life, because Paradox, his origin is sad, but interesting at the same time. You don't get to say that with many villains that are created in this post-Rebirth era. I say pick it up because I like the Flash. I love the Flash. I love what Joshua Williamson said. And from what he said in C2E2, I'm very excited. So it's a definitely pick up for me. For you, pick up issue 88 and 750 and 751 to know what's going on. Next up, Ghost Rider number 6, written by Ed Brisson, art by Juan Frigeri. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Versus the Sorcerer Supreme. As far as Johnny Blaze is concerned, there's one man who had the power to pull him out of hell, but that man chose not to lift so much as a finger for him, and that man's name is Dr. Stephen Strange. So now Johnny's got a can of whoop-ass with old Stevie's name on it. Now, this is part 2 of the new storyline. So if you want to know what's going on, you pick up issue 2 to kind of know what's going on. But if you want to know, you need to pick up issue 1. But you also need to pick up Dark Strange Damnation. It's a little tricky. So I want to say about 2 years ago. Yeah, exactly about 2 years ago. Doctor Strange got the power. He said, "Screw it! I'm gonna lift Las Vegas from the destruction of Secret Empire." And yeah, no, it went really bad. Doctor Strange became a badass version of Ghost Rider, which I love, and they made a Funko of it, but I'm not collecting Funkos anymore, as you can see by the wall behind, wall to the side of me. I love Ghost Rider. He's probably one of my favorite characters in Marvel. I have a ton of favorite characters, but I love Ghost Rider as a concept. I've always liked it. I've watched every movie of Ghost Rider, anything related to Ghost Rider. I'm like, I need it. I just need it. I just need my Ghost Rider fix. And yeah, I like this. Ed Brisson knows what he's doing with Ghost Rider, and I like where he's kind of heading. Where Johnny's like, well, everyone's saying he's bad, but Johnny's like, no, I'm just doing what I need to do to keep this intact, because if hell breaks loose, hell's gonna appear up. And nobody wants that. Yeah. So, part 2. Pick up at your own choice. Next up, Green Lantern Season 2, Number 2, written by Grant Morrison, art by Liam Sharp. The price is $3.99. This is the description of the book. Hal Jordan is stuck on the worst possible planet he can imagine, Earth. Reassigned by the bold new Guardians to patrol his home planet, Hal finds himself a bit bored with his familiar haunts versus the infinite expanse and adventure of outer space. But when an invasion from the dawn of time strikes the planet, can Hal stop the Ornithomen? Okay, so let me explain about Grant Morrison. he does good story. He does good cosmic epics. But I will give him that. Sometimes it's a bit of a headache, especially with Green Lantern, because there's so much lore that Jeff Johns put up, and Grant Morrison's like, no, I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing my own thing, and people are gonna read this because my name's on it, and I'm gonna make sure it has stuff in it that's people are gonna remember. For me, this is one book that's really tough for me to chew on, because I loved what Robert Venditti did for Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns. I loved what Jeff Johns did with Green Lanterns, and to see all the history go away, to see this version of Hal Jordan, I'm like, he's still space. It's still good, but it's just like, if you never read Green Lantern, perfect issue 1 for Green Lantern season 1, issue 1. But I will give this. I am giving this a chance because I do like Grant Morrison. It's just like Green Lantern. I love Green Lantern. I was like, oh, Grant Morrison, what are you doing? You're pulling me. But it's a good jumping on point for issue 1 and issue 2. So there you go. Next up, Hawkeye, Free Fall number 4, written by Matthew Rosenberg, art by Otto Schmidt. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Daredevil tips Hawkeye off to the formation of a new task force. They have one mission: to stop the dangerous new Ronin before he tears the city apart. Clint joins up, but he can't help but notice that Ronin gets results. Whose side is he really on? And as Hawkeye's own hunt for the Hood intensifies, he's about to find himself in the sights of one of his most dangerous foes of all time. Now, I love what they're doing with Hawkeye, because I love Hawkeye. I love every Archer character, to be honest. Hawkeye, Kate Bishop Hawkeye, even though it's just Hawkeye, and Green Arrow, and Red Arrow, and Emiko. There's a lot of Archers in comic books. But yeah, Ronin, he's just trying to take down Red Hood, and Hawkeye's like, oh, well, everyone's blaming me for being Ronin. I'm not Ronin. But there's a twist to Ronin that's really interesting. Unfortunately, this is part 4 of a 6-issue miniseries, so your last jumping on point was issue 3. That's really where I'm capping you off. But if you are interested in Hawkeye, pick up issue 1 and then decide if you're interested. Okay, there's still a lot of books. Okay, Hawkman number 22, written by Robert Venditti, art by Auclair Albert and Fernando Passarin. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Sky Tyrant comes home to roost, whether he likes her or not. Hawkwoman, Adam Strange, and the Atom have trapped the Sky Tyrant and desperately work to find a cure for their beloved friend, Cardinal Hall's dark multiverse infection. But they're running out of time, as Sky Tyrant, who controls Cardinal Hall's body, makes a play for the ancient and powerful artifact that could lead to the deaths of untold billions and ensure his immortality for good. Now, this is part 3 of a storyline, so pick up issue... what is it? 19? No, 20. Pick up issue 20 to know what's going on. But, basically the infected... holy crap, that was quite a while. Basically what happened is Hawkman got infected by the Batman Who Laughs, and he is Sky Tyrant. But his origin is a bit more complicated. He's from Earth 3. It's just, since it's Carter Hall, it's one of his past lives or future lives. It just got pulled to Carter Hall. The infection took way longer than it should have, because Carter Hall has nth metal in his body, and nth metal takes a lot longer to... well, it's like a skin. When Batman Who Laughs threw his Batarang to scratch him, the infection took longer because the nth metal was fighting it, but eventually the nth metal kind of gave up and he got infected to Sky Tyrant. Yeah. So far, I like the story. I'm just waiting for this infected stuff to kind of finish, because I think it's about to end pretty soon. Hopefully, with this 5G stuff that's coming up. I don't know. Nobody knows. But I'm interested. I say pick up issue 20. Next up Immortal Hulk number 32, written by Al Ewing and art by Joe Bennett. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The gentle giant, Zenmu trademark, has come to Earth, trademark, to fight evil as the Incredible Hulk, trademark, and you, trademark, can join him as he battles Robert Banner, trademark, the strangest man of them all, trademark. Hulk, trademark, is trademark of Roxxon Energy, trademark, for a brighter tomorrow. Now, this is still continuing on the arc of battle. It's still it's Hulk versus Roxxon. And Roxxon's like, we need monsters. These monsters aren't doing it. Let's get the original Hulk. Yeah, that's what happened. And you know what? It's good to see Zenmu, because Zenmu is so strange, because not many people know he's the original Hulk before Hulk. So I like this. Al Ewing, he knocks the ball every time. He knows what he's doing with these characters. And I'm excited, as always, with Immortal Hulk. But as far as jumping on point, that's tough. 26 is literally your perfect jumping on point, because it's new age for Hulk. But I think those issues will be a little bit tougher to search. But if anything, pick up issue 28, I believe. 28 is probably your jumping on point. Next up, Jessica Jones Blindspot number 5, written by Kelly Thompson, art by Mattia De Lulis, and the price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Jessica's hunt for a deranged serial killer comes to an explosive and bizarre end. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a 6-issue miniseries that's ending, so this is part 5. Your last jumping on point was like issue 3. But the thing is, this book is not for kids, which I should have said in the beginning. I just forgot. Yeah, so Jessica Jones, not for kids. Trust me, it even has a parental advisory logo on her cover. So if your kid says, I want to read this, you got to be like, no, trust me, no, it's not. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for Jessica Jones. I like Jessica Jones. I loved her show. I love what Brian Michael Bendis brought to her table and made her the character that we know now, a damaged alcoholic. But if you are interested in it, if you're interested in Jessica Jones, I suggest picking up a trade, because that'll be a lot easier and cheaper on your wallet. Next up, Marvel's Spider-Man: The Black Cat Strikes number 3, written by Dennis Holliam and art by Luca Maresca. The price is $3.99. And this is a description of the book. Hammerhead's revenge and the secret history of Spider-Man and the Black Cat. Peter and Felicia's past revealed. In the present, Hammerhead makes a good on a deadly threat to the Black Cat. The all-new Gameverse story continues with an unforgettable chapter in the saga of Marvel's Spider-Man. Now, this is part 3 of 5, so if you want to jump on, you got to pick up issue 1 through 3 to know what's going on. Now, this is the story of the DLC Spider-Man. The Spider-Man Velocity was a really good Spider-Man story. I do enjoy it. I loved it. The first issue was a bit rocky, but when I read the second issue, I'm like, there's something there. There's something there. And it sold out in my comic book shop. But yeah, I like it. I like this Gameverse. I did not like the first one because it was just a recap of the game. Even though this is a recap of the game, it's interesting. I like it, and even though I played the DLC, I kind of know why they want to make this into a comic form, because it's their version in comic form, and I do like it. Next up, New Mutants number 9, written by Ed Brisson, art by Flaviano Armentaro and Carlos Lopez. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. A nightmare becomes real. With Krakoan confidence, the youth of mutant kind are ready to take on any challenge the world has thrown at them. But when reality itself betrays them, what hope is there for the New Mutants? Now, this is part 2 of a new storyline. So, since Ed Brisson is writing this, we're not getting John Hickman writing this at the moment. So what they've done is John Hickman will do 1 or 2 issues, and then Ed Brisson will do his story for 1 or 2 issues, and then John Hickman and Ed Brisson will flip back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, I like both of their stuff. Not everyone's a fan of Ed Brisson's story. It's like, oh, I want John Hickman's New Mutants. But I'm like, it's fine. Ed Brisson's New Mutants. It's just a little cop out without making like 2 books. It's like XMen, you have way too many books. You're having more books coming out. We're just gonna have you put you two together, work together, and just make 2 stories in one. Ed Brisson and John Hickman was like, oh, okay, we'll work together. Ed, you work on your story. Me, John, I'll just work with my story. And yeah, that's it. Part 2 of the story. Next up, Punisher Soviet #5, written by Garth Ennis. Art by Jacine Burrows. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. The soul-chilling end of the Punisher Soviet is here. Frank and Val have fought side by side against not only a Russian mob, but also against the tide of history, and these issues will make you see the Punisher and possibly the world differently than you do now. Yeah, this is part 5 of 6, I believe. So your last jumping on point was issue 3, if not 4. It's a really good story. Garth Ennis has been known to write probably the best Punisher runs. Oh, sorry. I'm feeling this very late at night. I like it. And it's not really a Punisher story. It's more of this character Val story of his past and how he came to be and his connection to Punisher as soldiers. I do like that because it grounds the Punisher in this more realistic world. But yeah, next book. Superman #21, written by Brian Michael Bendis, art by Ivan Reis and Joe Padro. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. It's Mongol versus Superman in the battle for the survival of the United Planets. The Man of Steel must confront Mongol in front of all the powers of the galaxy, or peace will never be achieved. During one of the most private moments in Superman's existence comes one of the biggest challenges. If Superman fails, the whole of the United Planets falls. Now, this is part 3 of a 4 storyline. And I don't know. I like the art of this because we got some awesome art on Superman. Probably like the best art we've gotten since Rebirth. And I don't know. I'm not digging the story at the moment. I mean, I'm still picking up Superman books because I like the character Superman. But it's just like half the time I can't tell what Brian Michael Bendis wants to do with Superman. And it's just tough because I like Superman, but Brian Michael Bendis, I don't know if you're doing justice to his character that I've fallen in love with since I was probably a kid. Now, this is not my cup of tea. It may be your cup of tea, but it's not me. And this is, I'm trying not to give like the most biased opinion, but I don't know. This whole United Planets, him revealing his identity, it's just not working for me as well. And again, I don't know Bendis' plan. The thing is, we won't know Bendis' plan until like his end of his arc, because that's how he works. He'll plant seeds from the beginning and then build up to something great. Which he's done loads of times in Ultimate Spider-Man. He's done it in New Avengers and Avengers. So I'm still gonna ride the story until it ends, but it's getting tough. It's getting tough. But is it a jumping on point? No. No, it is not, because issue 20 and 21 will be your jump. Well, 19, 20, 21 are your jumping on points. Well, pick up issue 19 to know what's going on with that. Like, that's a story. But after issue 22, 23 will be a new storyline. Next up, the Terrifics #26, written by Jin Louis Yang and art by Vicente Cifuentes and Sergio Davila. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. A bold new direction for the Terrifics begins here. Following the events of the T-Finity experiment, Mr. Terrific has at last gained control of his long-defunct company, Terrific Tech, with the help of a mysterious benefactor seeking to redefine the concept of superheroics with bleeding-edge technology and targeted global problem-solving. Michael Holt and his team of outcasts are expanding their horizons to a bright new future. But as the Terrifics evolve, the remnants of evil's past just won't let them go. Now, this is part one of a new storyline. Now, we had the big, epic 25th issue, which was Choose Your Own Destiny. But it wasn't your Choose Your Own, ending, because it led to one ending, but your choices will either go bad or will lead to the only possible ending. It took me probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes to end the story. It was pretty fun, issue 25. It just, I was on the bus, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back. No, okay. But yeah, last issue, Mr. T, or Mr. Terrific just was testing possible futures. No, possible possibilities in his own technology. It was weird, but interesting. Yeah, but issue 26, perfect jumping on point. Next up, Thor #4, written by Donny Cates, art by Nick Klein. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Thor's greatest enemy and the universe's only savior revealed. The Black Winter is coming at the end of the entire vast universe, and the only entity can stop it. And only one entity can stop it. Only one who has survived it before. Galactus, the World Eater, has come to Midgard in search of a herald for the end of everything. Now, Donny Cates is taking this over, and you know what? Thor got a new redesign. He is King of Asgard. He's kind of bored being King of Asgard, and he's just like, I'm bored. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior at heart. I need to go out there and save people. I need to be a warrior. But no, I have to be a delegate of Asgard and be king. This is a good jumping on point. This is part 4, I believe, of a 6-issue arc. I do suggest picking up issue 1 to know what's going on. If you love Thor, issue 1 is your like, I don't want to read anything. If I want to jump on Thor, pick up issue 1. You know what? Donny Cates hits the part with Thor #1. I'm really excited what he's building with Thor, because he's done cosmic stuff before. He's done Guardians. He's done Venom, which Venom went super cosmic in its early run. And you know what? I like it. Not a perfect jumping on point, but I do suggest pick up issue 1 to see if you're interested. Next up, Venom #24, written by Donny Cates and art by Mark Bagley. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The war within Venom Island continues. Cletus Cassidy may be gone, but Carnage is another story, and its evil has infected Venom and the entire island of Bones. As every living thing on the island hunts him, Eddie Brock may have no choice but to burn it, and everything he holds dear to the ground. Now, this is part 4 of a 5-issue arc. Now, your last jumping on point was issue 23, which, how issue 23 left, I'm like, what the heck? Like, why? Like, how? Why? How are you going to come back from this? But, yeah, Venom Island, it's good. It's good. Venom, well, Eddie Brock has done some stuff to himself. Like, stuff he has to live with himself. I like it. Venom's been good since issue 1. I continue to like it, and it's written by Donny Cates. Donny Cates is really good. And I close my eye. I don't know. Next up, Wonder Woman #753, written by Steve Orlando, art by Max Rayner. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. After a tumultuous start to their relationship, Wonder Woman and the ferocious warrior known as Valda have agreed to put their differences aside to hunt a mythical beast determined to destroy Boston. Now it's a race against time to save the city and complete Valda's quest. Meanwhile, War Master has set her sights on the final member of her team, hell-bent on revenge: genocide. Does Wonder Woman stand a chance against her former allies' growing army? Now, this is part 2 of a new storyline. I don't know how long the storyline is going to last, because Steve Orlando he could go with two issue arcs, 3 issue arcs, 4 issue arcs, or 6 issue arcs. I do believe it's probably a 6 issue arc, if not a 4 issue arc. Only interesting because Wonder Woman has moved. She's not with Steve Trevor at the moment. They've kind of not separated, but they're still friends. And after that amazing 750 spectacular, I like him. I like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's good, and her movie's coming out this year too. So yeah, pick up issue 752 and 753 when you're at the comic book shop this Wednesday. 2 more books and I'm done. Try not to make this podcast long, but you know how it is. XMen number 8, written by Jonathan Hickman, art by Mahmoud Asrar. Yeah, Asrar. God damn it. Mahmoud Asrar. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Get ready to run. The New Mutants are back from space, and they've brought intergalactic trouble with them. The Brood, the Shi'ar, the Starjammers, the Imperial Guard. Now, XMen, this Jonathan Hickman epic. I don't know where to start, but it's good. Each issue is its own issue. There's like, the thing about Jonathan Hickman is, like how I said Bendis is, he'll build up to something, but each issue is very important. Anything this man is writing, Jonathan Hickman, is going to lead to something big. Something big that's going to change X-Men. As always, he's done it with Fantastic Four. He's done it with Avengers. He did it with Secret Wars. This man knows how to do big event stuff without calling it an event, except Secret Wars. But yeah, I'm excited. X-Men's good. I'm still behind. I'm only an issue behind, so I should be able to catch up. But I know last issue was just dealing with some Krakoa stuff. I had to skim it a little bit to know if this was a good jumping on point. But yeah, perfect jumping on point. Next up, Young Justice number 14, written by Brian Michael Bendis and written by David F. Walker. Art by John Timms. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Now that Young Justice has figured out who the bad guys are, it's time to bring the fight to Star Labs' front door. But the combined forces of Dial H for Heroes, the Wonder Twins, Naomi, and the entire Young Justice roster may not be enough to defeat these evil scientists. It's time to call in some super-powered backup, the new Young Justice. Plus, how will Superman revealing his secret identity affect Connor Kent? Now, this is part 2 of a new storyline. The way last issue left was just like, what? We got 2 different artists on it last issue. I liked it because we got this interesting character called Warlord. He's not a warlord, but like, I think he's from like the 80s or 90s because he kind of looks like from that era. And you know what? I liked it. I liked that story. Connor's just like, I need to go back. I'm stuck in a different world. He's like, dude, chill. I've been here for like a long time. I'll help you get back, but I need your help. And yeah, that's basically like just kind of what happened last issue. I didn't really spoil the book as much because more happens, and it's really interesting. I like Justice. This is probably like Bendis' strongest book at the moment. That's really saying a lot. But yeah, I like it. it's interesting, and yeah, pick it up for yourself to see if you like it. Yeah, that's all the books that are coming out this week. These are just the books I'm picking up, but if you are interested in other books, I do have the website that I'm going to use. I will put it in the link below. And yeah, I like it. I like all the books. This is probably my favorite website to keep track of what books are coming out. But yeah, if you are interested in my podcast, give me a subscription. If you do, give me a like, give me a comment. Let me know what I'm doing right. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know, because I'm still testing this whole podcast thing out. And right now I'm moving my chair. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at arandomnerd2016. They're both the same handles on Twitter and Instagram. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.